Welcome to Frame by Frame Plot. In the previous story, Jake's son was killed. Everyone is mourning for him. Jake's wife now hates humans very much because her son died because of humans. They also know that humans will attack them again. That's why Jake, along with his family, retrieves all the weapons that were buried underwater during the previous war and takes them to the leader. But the leader is not happy at all. He says that many of our comrades were killed. It is a time of mourning and you are gathering weapons. But Jack and everyone else know that soon the humans will attack again. Jack is preparing for that very battle. There, we are shown the colonel and captain who survived the previous war, and now with full force they want to attack the Navasajis once again. They see that there is no dead body of any sailor in the sea. This makes them even angrier. He realizes that most of the Navasajis survived. Meanwhile, Jake's wife, still mourning, sees a number of flying merchant ships arrive. Together with Jack, she decides to send the colonel's son, Spider, back to the human spaceship because the environment there is not suitable for him. Sometimes when his flesh battery runs out, he has great difficulty breathing. Jack's children do not agree to this. He explains that he has to go there. This is my decision, and now he talks to the leader of the merchants, who initially does not want to take them with him, but later he agrees to Jake's point. Actually, Jake wants to leave Spider with his family to the spaceship. Meanwhile, the colonel learns that Jake is with his family on the merchant's flying spaceship. The colonel is delighted by this because now he will be done with Jake's family. But before the colonel can reach them, the merchant's spaceship is attacked by a tribe of Navasaji called the Magwin, who live near a volcano and do not believe in Mother Ava. The name of the leader of this tribe is Varong, who is very dangerous. They open fire on the merchant spaceships, they rob them, they kill the survivors. Jack's wife is hit in the leg by an arrow, leaving her separated from them in the woods. Also, Jack's 3 children have also separated from them. Spider's mask is running out of battery. He no longer has a replacement mask as he left it on Merchant's spaceship, and if his mask's battery runs out, he will die. Jack is shown there, who has another Spider mask. He is very worried about Spider. But before he can reach Spider, the colonel reaches him. The colonel wants to kill him, but Jack tells him that Spider only has one mask, and its battery is about to run out, and if the battery runs out, then you know what will happen to him. Spider is the colonel's son, so he decides to team up with Jack to find his son. The condition of Spider has become very bad. He's taking his last breath. Jack's son would have picked it up. Jack's daughter, Kiri, says to put him on solid ground. And then a flower from the Tree of Souls appears there. She removes the spider's flesh and puts the flower inside the spider's mouth. And the roots of the tree is here connect them to the world of spirits. Her mind goes into another world, and after some time, she becomes unconscious. Everything has calmed down. It seems that the spider is dead, and the next moment, his eyes open. Mother Ava has given him the power to breathe on this planet with her powers. That means he no longer needs any meat. All of them are very happy, and while they are making noise with joy, Varong reaches there with her tribe and is completely surprised when she sees that Spider can breathe without a mask. She tells him that this happened because of Mother Ava, but this tribe does not believe in Mother Ava. She makes fun of Mother Ava, and now Jack and the colonel arrive here. Jack tells the colonel to untie his hands or the clan will kill Spider. He comes to rescue Spider, but is captured. After this, the colonel also comes to save his son. He has a gun in his hand from which he is firing bullets. But she too is soon captured, and now Varong wants to be taught how to use a gun, after which she has to teach him how to use a gun, which makes Varong very happy. And now she tells her tribe members that we do not need them. All of them should be killed. Pakari once again connects with nature through the roots of the trees, and some plants attack the Varong tribe. Taking advantage of this opportunity, Jack frees his hands and escapes from there through the water with his children and the colonel. On the other hand, we are shown Jack's wife, who regains consciousness. Actually, some of her old friends have saved her, and now she wants to find her children. That's why she goes out in search of her children. Meanwhile, Jack tries to explain to the colonel that you should not harm this planet, but the colonel doesn't want to listen to him. Jack says that I have raised your son, i.e. Spider, very well, and he will never be like you. But the colonel doesn't think so. He feels that he is also one of them. He will always support humans. The next morning, we are shown that Jack's wife, all of them are very happy. After this, Jake leaves from here with his family. The Colonel also returns to a spaceship. Meanwhile, Kiri has many questions in his mind as to how he made Spider capable of breathing in this world. She once again connects with the powers of this planet to answer these questions, but he gets no answer. That's why she goes to her mom and dad and says that I want to know the whole truth. And now she is told that you are actually the daughter of Dr. Grace, who was a biologist. She was also a very nice person. We connected with Mother Ava to save her, but it was too late. That's why we couldn't save him. And we found out that she was carrying you, which was a kind of blessing from Mother Ava. You don't have a biological father. You are Mother Ava's daughter. And then Jake says, "It doesn't matter to me. You are my daughter and will always be my daughter." There we are shown Jack's wife, who is very worried that humans will come to take Spider and will find out at any cost how he breathes on this planet without a mask. And if they find out, then humans will completely take over this planet and gradually all the Na'vi will be killed. That's why she tells Jake that we have to kill the Spider. But Jake refuses to do so because he considers Spider his son. On the other hand, we are shown some people in the sea who are still hunting a creature named Tulkun, whose brain can extract a special kind of liquid from it and can increase the lifespan of humans. The leader also holds a meeting with his people and says that humans are attacking us because of the biggest aquatic creature, Pycon. He attacked their ship, that's why we won't let him stay around us anymore. He tells Pycon to get away from here. However, Jake's son doesn't want this because Pycon is his friend. He tells the leader that Pycon can fight alongside us, but Jake takes a son with him and says, "If you had listened to me last time, your brother would still be alive." This causes great pain to his son because he already considers himself the reason for his brother's death. That's why he leaves from here. In grief, he wants to end his life. But Kiri comes there and explains to him that we need you. You have to support us. On the other hand, we are shown the Colonel, who is searching everywhere for his son Spider, but he doesn't find any trace of Spider anywhere. That's why Meng Wang goes to Varang, the leader of the tribe. He takes a lot of fire weapons to her and says, "I want us to work together." Varang takes her with him and tells her that our tribe was attacked many years ago. Our tribe was dying. I prayed to Mewa, but she did not help us. After which, I prayed for fire. I acquired the powers of fire, and since then, we consider fire as everything. I have no reason to support you. Tell me, why have you come here? And now the Colonel tells me, I need your help. Varang says, "Okay, but in return, you will be my slave in a way. I will use you for my pleasure." That means she wants to get close to him physically. The Colonel says, "I will give you the best weapons in the world. Also, you want to challenge Mother Ava. You will not find a better person than me to support you in this work." And now these two become one. Meanwhile, Kiri is teaching Spider how to connect with water creatures and nature. Actually, Kiri likes him. On the other hand, we are shown Jake's son, who wants to go in search of Tulkun, and when he is leaving, the daughter of the tribe leader also goes with him because she likes him. When Jake learns this, he wants to go find his son. The leader of the tribe says that your son is very brave. You must stay here to protect the tribe. Jake stops here, and now the Colonel attacks this place. He captures Spider, and now he wants to attack the entire clan. Jake and the entire clan are in front of him. He tells Jake that he will leave from here if you are ready to come with me along with your wife. Jake says, "If you attack us, we will attack too. All of them will be killed. If you want, I am ready to go with you alone." The Colonel agrees and takes Jake with him.
Soon they reach the spaceship where all the Varang people are also present. Here the general comes and says that I want everyone to leave from here. But the Colonel does not listen to him. Everyone celebrates their victory. They also examine the body of the Spider, from which they come to know that a different kind of change has taken place inside his body, due to which he can breathe on this planet. And if they replicate it, that is, make changes in their body like that, then humans can breathe comfortably on this planet. On the other hand, we are shown Jake's son and the leader's daughter who are searching for Pakun, and then they are attacked by fish. But before she can kill Jake's son, Pakan appears again and saves Jake's son. On the other hand, humans realize that that day is coming soon. When all the Tolkun fishes gather together, they make a plan that we will kill everyone together. But the biologist here does not want this because he knows that doing this is completely wrong. On the other hand, we are shown Jake's wife who arrives in disguise to save Jake. Reaching Varang, she puts a knife to his neck and says, "Take me to Jake." But then the colonel arrives there and he has to run away from there. She wreaks havoc throughout the spaceship. The biologist decides to side with Jack because he doesn't want all the Tolkun fish to be killed at once. He knows this is wrong. He frees Jack and tells him that when all the Tolkun fish gather together, the humans will attack them and kill them all. And if this happens, all Tolkuns will disappear from this planet forever. And now Jake is running for his life. He hides behind a tank. The general orders an attack on him, but then Spider, who had escaped, reached here. He comes in front of the tank. He knows that humans will not attack him because he is the only one who can help humans understand how to breathe on this planet. And now Jack's wife also reaches here, and together they all succeed in escaping from here. And now Jake has also understood that they will have to kill the spider because if humans come to know how to breathe on this planet, then they will take over the entire planet. However, his wife forbids him from doing so because he saved Jake's life. But Jake says, "I have no other option." He takes her with him into the forest and takes out his dagger. But he is unable to kill him because he considers him his son. His wife also arrives there, and the three of them embrace each other and promise that no matter what happens, they will always be together. And now Jack goes to the heights of the hills where Taruk lives. The most dangerous bird flying in the sky comes down with Taruk and says, "Go to all the surrounding tribes and tell them that Taruk Maktu has called them. We have to fight together once again." And whenever they hear the name of Latruk Maktu, everyone rushes there to support him. But Jake knows that they will have to become even stronger to compete with humans. That's why Tolkien goes to the fish leader and says, "We need your help." But Tolkien fish never attack others. That's why she says we have to find another way. Jake explains to them that if we don't stop them, they won't stop until they kill the last Tolkun. And then Jack's son and the chieftain's daughter arrive, accompanied by a very wounded Tolkun. He was stabbed several times, and Tolkien tells that all my family members were killed. Somehow my life was saved, and when the other Tolkuns see this condition of that Tolkien, they now decide that they will support Jake. She will fight against humans. Actually, Pyken was expelled because he attacked the human ship, but now everyone has realized that they will have to face humans together. And now we are shown the next day, where the colonel and the general arrive with all their weapons to hunt down Tolkuns. But the leader of the Tolkuns is the first to attack them. She completely destroys a human ship in a few moments. Jake and his companions also now attack humans. But now, here's the Mongwang tribe of Warang, which is called Ash Tribe. They also arrive and attack Jack and his companions. These are very dangerous fighters. It's not that easy to defeat them, Ray realizes. She jumps into the water, and from there, she connects with Mother Ava so that she can help them, and now Spider also comes here and tries to connect with Maiva by holding her hand. Jake's younger daughter also arrives here, and now all three of them together ask for help from their mother Ava. But then a blast occurs in front of them, which breaks their connection with their mother Ava. And there is Varang and his tribe who have the power of fire. They burn the wings of Jake's wife's bird, causing her to fall down. Also, Jay's biggest birds kill Truk, causing him to fall down. The leader's wife, who is pregnant, is also injured. Jake reaches his wife, who is injured. He says that now you should not attack anyone. You have to take care of yourself. She tells Jake that the leader's wife is injured. She is pregnant. You have to save him. Soon they bring her to themselves, who is breathing her last. But before dying, she gives birth to a child. Jake's son also comes here. Jake tells her, "You did a great job. Because of you, the Tolkiens supported us. I'm proud of you." There we are shown Kiri, who is still underwater. She connects with Maeva. after which many creatures come up from the depths of water who obey every word of Kiri, and now Kiri orders them to destroy all the enemies above. Also, Jake's Turuk is alive. He shouts loudly, after which many birds come here and attack the humans and the Varang tribe Mangwin. The general realizes that he cannot win this war. She wants to get out of here, but she finds out that the thrusters of the spaceship are not working. That's why he decides to leave the spaceship and run away from here to save his life. On the other side, we are shown the Colonel and Varang, who have taken Jake's wife, his young daughter, and the newly born baby captive. He threatens Jack through the internet and says that if you do not give me the spider, then I will kill all of them. Spider overhears this. He says, I am going to reach you soon. Soon, he is in front of the Colonel. But then Jake arrives there and attacks Varang's people. Here, Varang wants to kill Jake's wife. But then Kiri appears in front of her, connects with her, and says that Mother Ava is more powerful than you. Varang also realizes the powers of Mother Ava and runs away from there to save her life. Meanwhile, the Colonel is taking Spider from here, but Jake chases him and catches the spider and brings it down. But now he is at a place where there is a very strong magnetic field. Falling there means death, and now the Colonel also arrives who wants to attack Jake. But before he can do so, his own son, Spider, attacks Colonel's hand with a bow and injures him, after which Jake attacks him. Both of them are fighting around the magnetic field. Meanwhile, Spider is once again setting the arrow in the bow, and then it slips. He is about to fall inside the magnetic field. The Colonel sees this. He holds her hand to save her. Jake also has to go to save them, who holds the Colonel's hand, and now both of them are hanging from the cliff below. Jake pulls them both up, and now Jake's wife and his children arrive and want to attack the Colonel. Jake stops them from doing so. The Colonel has realized that he has lost, so he jumps off the cliff and dies. Rack and his entire family are together once again. After this, all of them go inside the water, where it connects with Mother Ava. The tribe has also accepted Pecan, who was earlier sent far away from here. Finally, we hear a line. Light always returns means that light always comes back. With this, the story of this film ends here.